We all win in the end. So that's the opening of my reporting of my automatic writing. In the previous episodes, I entertained questions and see what the universe answer would be by sitting down and writing what came through my hands. And it came off very philosophical and, but very, very correct. And so it wasn't anything that couldn't have come out of my head. And probably, much of it's buried in there. So, a lot of it probably was. But the spontaneity of it, it just so felt so different than something I would be saying or talking about. But I don't know what it is. But it's like I don't have a preconceived idea of what I'm going to sit down and write about. Because if the first thought is, oh, I'm going to start figuring out what I was, to kind of construct this outline it in your mind before you start writing it. And the most I interject into it is the subject, and then just where it goes from there. And that's how it kind of goes. But May 6, 2024. Morning has broken. Thank you, Yusuf. Love your music. The sun's energy bathes us as its energy radiates throughout the universe. Thank you for sharing your life-giving, love-giving light. Mother, Father, Son. I'm picturing our family. Well, the one family that populates planet Earth. A new morning has broken, and it gives me so much pleasure in the picture I see. The earth becomes flooded in warm, loving light. Its power so immense that evil is dissolved upon contact. It has no reference point to hold on to, and it becomes a fact and a lesson learned, recorded in the book of records. Evil exists on planet Earth no more. We become a high-tech civilization with the preciseness and exactitude and knowledge of the most advanced science of things. We build things to work and do the things we designed them to do. When I think about the things I use on a daily basis, I have very little to complain about. Good things tend to last and perform well. This is the way we need to think about an advanced civilization. Wars and conflicts are contrary to this narrative and are just never considered in conflict resolution. Just doesn't make sense. In the soon to be past, too many people are letting their small brain do the heavy work. One catch now, you have to give up hate. The new society will form a blueprint made in heaven, in a manner of speaking. The design of the universe, when studied, is found provided the schematics and formulas for all systems and organisms. It was so simple, like solving a puzzle. When all the pieces are in place, the perfect plans are available. Out of this world level, you could say. We have all the mechanical, physical manifestations, inventions that relieve us of arduous and bureaucratic work. Now just implement the universal operating system and our societies operate so smooth. New approaches to it formerly was referred to as policing, now no longer relevant, as this more knowledgeable society will have figured out to eliminate the prison system was a big gainer and a no-brainer. A more polite civilization to ascend to the next level, you could say. I tell you, people's creative genius and drive and desires will not be diminished. All those God-given traits and urges that portend to positive outcomes, they will ascend with the new order of things. This new order of love and joy is going to be a wonderful thing. Yeah, just think. No more corporate head games to keep you up all night. No more killing wars to worry about. No more hunger, as resources are overabundant. A soul will go hungry or shelterless. No soul will go shelterless or homeless and hungry. from excluding circumstances. Thank you, God, universe, for all your loving care. It's within our grasp. This is true. It's easy to do. Give the no anger style of life a try. When you get the hang of it, this will require dedicated work, but once you get it down, it's like a vacation on a tropical isle. Yes, it's hard on your brain sometimes. I even had to stop hating Trump and others of his ilk. They just got stuck in my brain. Just let go. Just got to let go. These people and things are not important to your mental well-being. Your family, fellow neighbors and friends, we want to look out for. But for those things we're powerless to do anything about, let others worry while you enjoy the wonders of this beautiful planet Earth. So many beautiful things to do. Yeah. Oh, I see my wife's working in the garden. Yeah, I think I'll go join her too. Yeah. Hey, it's been great talking to you all. And, just a little background on this. Oh, mechanical writing. It was a lesson plan for an online course I'm taking. On mechanical. Well, not. It was a component of many other things. But one of the lessons had to do with mechanical writing, and the assignment was to do some mechanical writing. All the instructions and directions and the plaintiffs that you would make to initiate these things, and it's really been it's pretty crazy. The thing is that it's an inner knowing about about what's going on. So I don't pretend to know exactly what's all going on here, and I don't portend this to be anything. Just entertainment for me and any of those of us out there that operate in this kind of zoo land, in a manner of speaking. Yeah, no, but it's fun, and it's real. It's real. Yeah, well, it's as real as you want it to be. Yeah. What is real and what isn't real. Yeah, now I'm being more and more to that absurd, nonsensical statement. What is real? Nothing is real. And it's like, what's this? What kind of bullshit is going on? Playing with your brain again. Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing. This stuff goes beyond human understanding. That's why you can't make that connection, It's not crazy. It's not weird and bizarre once you get the total understanding of and the proper perspective and the understanding of the universe. And that's only as we as mortal human beings can interpret it, because we have our spirit guides with us too. So that understanding gets guided by our spirit guides and loving light guides, angels. I'm not sure. Yeah. Mine is Astra. Well, at least that's what she was introduced as. And that's interesting, as was explained to me. Gender doesn't exist in the other world, other realm. The need for reproduction is not non-existent in the spirit world. But feminine and masculine tendencies do in reality exist. And as was explained by spirit guide, loving light spirit was of a feminine persuasion, so feminine type, like, and it's very real. You can just reflect back to your father and your mother, and they could both have equally loving spirits and personalities, but and they could be interchanged too. It doesn't it's not sex dominant, but a lot of times I should say, a lot of times what you can see is two very strong but different kind of personalities living together. And in a way, when love and understanding is available, sometimes those can be some of the most beautiful relationships. They can be contentious if they're two strong personalities and they haven't learned how to love and live and forgive, and not become competitive. In Well, I mean, and not to get too extreme. I mean, because I mean, taking, the literal of that. It's like, say, two mates, a couple, and they're both into some kind of sporting activity or something. There was a competitive. It's not talking about in that context. It's like, you're playing tennis. you know, so you're all playing each to win individually, and that's part of that's what keeps the interest in competition going. When we talk about, things that don't relate to it, it's like designed for a specific competition. It's like, don't make issues out of things that issues need to be made about because if it's like correctness, it's like don't don't worry about being correct, or that other person, your spouse, might not be correct. It's like put everything in context. It's like obviously, yeah, there might be a time. It's like you want to, if she says something that might potentially present a danger to her health, and and you know that, and of course you correct it. But it's just like this relates to an attitude or an opinion about things like that. You know, welcome them, but don't make judgments. Don't make judgments. Don't make. It's like, oh, you're wrong about that. I mean, politics like the point of that. Yeah. I mean, I was guilty of that. I was as guilty as anything anymore. I just say, oh yeah, that's really something, isn't it? I just leave it open like that, and even when I know the environment might be very positive, yeah, sometimes I'll engage, but more and more, less and less. I want to do that even, something like a friendly, confident, two guys, yeah, that Trump, and both complain about the same thing, And it's like, yeah. So you can kind of, develop a little camaraderie and, fellowship, Oh. Yeah, but anyway. Love is the answer. Yeah, I think John Lennon did. No, oh yeah, he had a lot of interesting songs relating to peace. Uh, yeah, I really have no sense of who he was personality-wise. You would probably know more and more today. In fact, because he and Yoko Ono were pretty, yeah, in your face for a while there in their travels, not today. It would just be, yeah, that'd been mild by today's standards, but then it was like kind of, leading edge, edgy shit. It's like like taking their public photography of them in their bedroom, in the bed. I mean, they weren't naked. I mean, they were under covers. I guess it was nothing. It wasn't sexual or anything like that. But that seems like people think, whoa, in their own bedroom, naked. So I don't know. No, I know. I'm probably exaggerating to some extent, but I feel like there's a sense of that. I don't know. Anyway, it felt like that, but it was edgy for the time. I mean, oh yeah, so if you go back, wow, what a story this would be. The history of and the freedom of the press and the expression. What, Lenny Bruce. Oh, jeez. The stuff that happened, they see on TV just randomly, just comes out, pours out. I mean, that language, swear words and stuff like that. Nothing being excluded. If you think of a crazy, obscene word, or if you want to define it that way, or vulgar, maybe so. And say, like how broad the universe of that is right now in contemporary language usage by public media, so for example, very not the more well, I should say it's kind of broken down by the nature of the programming. If it's serious programming, you won't see very much of that. If it's yeah, news, commentary, general commentary, social commentary, political commentary, those sort of things. But then it gets out into the fringe areas, and the language gets pretty salty. And then, it's, but it's not like it's not like universal throughout. It's just kind of like specific lines of it, So, and it gets pretty racy by my youth day standards. It's all the same, but now everybody says it. Not it's not just back in the back in the garage where you're working on your car, but all the guys are standing around, and the language is very much the same. Not much anything different about it. But now everybody's saying it. It's become part of the public. What do I say? Part of the public language. Yeah. Everybody. Well, at least that's the way it feels in the English language, the English-speaking nation. Since I don't understand Chinese, Japanese, Spanish, a number of these other languages, Russian, Portuguese, French, German, not English, Old English, Danish, Swedish, Norwegian, Swiss, oh my gosh, Hungary, all the different speaking countries. Wow. So anyway, I'm diverging. We're going into it's going into a spin here. Okay, let's slow down and recoup and regather here for a moment. So I continue on with the dialogue we were talking about. Oh, mechanical writing. I'm going to try to continue on this theme. I'm not sure how to evolve questions for it. I mean, right now they're kind of general and generic. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure how I would do if it was something that's highly selective. The information available would be highly selective that I might not have information to. And familiarity with it and knowledge of, that might be a limiter. I don't know. I would hope maybe not. Well, that'd make it interesting. Something I didn't even know anything. Yeah, well, I'll try to find some random things. I don't know how to do that. Oh, maybe a suggestion from somebody who might chance upon this, and let me know. Let me know. Let's see how to fully employ. Yes, you know what? Here's another thing too. This is just practice for me right now. As you see, I have this thing. The monitor is over here, and my camera is right here in front of me. Like just like looking, you see I look straight in. So, but I have this horrible habit. It's like a tick. It's like when I'm doing this all the time. It's like I keep going over and looking in that manner. See, what the fuck? Oh, wait. Yes, I gotta learn not to sit there and look at that. I gotta look. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, I think I'll just have to develop the habit of always looking at the camera. Yeah, and not the monitor. Excuse me. It would somewhat work. It would somewhat work if the monitor were, like, say, the background behind the camera, because then I'd be looking behind the camera. But the only problem with that, the only problem with that is I'm reading from a script. Oh, yeah. In fact, I tell you what, I'm going to end this all. I'm going to end it all right now. I'm just going to end it all. Make it easier for everybody. And oh man, I'll rejoin you in the next episode of Mechanical Writing. Let's see where it goes. Yeah. God's love and blessings to you all.